23 minutes past the hour. Do you ever feel like your chance has passed you by? Well, local photographer Barbara Pennington proves age is just a number. I sat down with her as she shared with me how she reset her life after divorce at a time that divorce was not widely acceptable, and how she's turned a new career into a purposeful mission for women of all ages. Visit Barbara Pennington's Boston Heights studio, and it would be easy to assume she's been behind the camera her whole life.
I always had an interest in photography from the time I was a little child, but I got married young when I was 19, had 4 kids by the time I was 24, and there was never much money. And then I got divorced, and I had to find a job. I had no skills, I had no education.
So she put that dream on hold, eventually securing a job as a patient representative at a local hospital. She was also in charge of 240 volunteers, where she could see these impressive women weren't always shown the respect she felt they deserved.
And I thought, someday I'm going to do something about women of age, because they're overlooked. And my own mother used to say to me, "Barb, when you get to be my age, you become insignificant."
She felt that herself as she grew older. But in 2004, she joined the Cleveland Photographic Society because that love for photography was still alive in her. And when she started to learn about digital modality,
it was like magic. So I was hooked from that moment on.
One day, while shopping, a promise she'd made to herself so long ago showed itself.
There was this beautiful woman sitting behind the desk, and I looked at her, and I thought, oh my God, all those things in my head from 20 years ago about doing something about women of age came back to me when I saw her. Edna Bradford Ratner, this elegant woman.
She approached Edna, sharing an idea for a photography book she wanted to produce with her on the cover.
And she said, "Oh my dear," just kind of blew me off. But I don't give up easily, so I went back again. And I said, "Edna, get your calendar. You're going to be in my book."
Edna was Barbara's first model, but far from her last.
I thought, oh my God, I know a lot of beautiful women that are old ladies that are beautiful. They have stories.
Stories like Adela, 84 years young. Her mom used a wooden spoon to stir sauce, and it gave her comfort. Adela also learned to survive after losing 3 of her children, her husband of 61 years, and beating breast cancer. And Carlene, age 69. Growing up in the South, she experienced the Ku Klux Klan. Here in Northeast Ohio, she was once a security guard for Rosa Parks during a tour of Ohio's Underground Railroad. Telling Barbara their stories not only made them more comfortable in front of the camera, it took them back to moments that reminded them of who they are.
Some of them would say to me, a few, "Barb, I don't know why you'd want me in your book, because there's nothing interesting about me."
Barbara had been through enough to know there's something interesting in every one of us. We just forget that. She hopes this book reminds all of us that there's dignity and purpose in every age.
You're never too old, and it's never too late.
Barbara's photography book is called Extraordinary Women from an Ordinary Place. And her new book, Not So Ordinary, features men who are over 60. We have information on her work at our website, WKYC, and I just want to thank her so much for talking to us.
A couple of things that stand out.
Yeah?
You're never too old,
Yeah.
and it's never too late. I love that message.
Isn't it so important?
I had a great aunt who got her high school equivalency degree when she was 96. Yes, true story.
That's
and the other
amazing.
thing is, everyone has a story.